Oh,
I'm doing.
Lawrence.
Solid.
Solid. I'm glad that you guys
Yeah,
are.
we've got pretty much all the living room stuff situated, and by living room stuff I mean bedroom because we're living in the living room. We're bedding in the living room as well.
Are you?
That's
What do
where the
you?
AC unit is, so that's where we're staying and everything.
Do you have like? Are you using the bedroom for anything in particular?
Uh, it's got just everything else. It's like the only room that hasn't been unloaded really of anything. It's just got our clothes kind of loose because we don't have a dresser yet.
Oh, okay. It's just like the catch-all room at the moment.
Yep, yep, yep.
I see. I see. Not bad. How are you, Lily?
I'm doing pretty well. I just got back from my vacation this morning. We got on. We went to the airport at like 2 o'clock this time, and we ended up driving into our house at about 6 in the morning. So it was a rough work day.
Yeah, that's early.
It was nice to be home.
And Dante, how are you?
Yeah, I've been to them early flights too. I feel you.
I'm
No
not
doubt.
bad. It's been a tax-free weekend at the mall I work at. We're just like
Oh boy.
tax-free week. So not only are there just so many people coming in for water, for refreshers and shit, and everything else. We close
Just
at
no
6 on
doubt.
Sundays, right? I still had lines to the door at 6 o'clock. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh man.
Let me
Yeah,
leave.
So did you
for
close
real.
the door behind people, or did you have to stay open as long as there were people in there?
I Whoever is in, I had to keep in, but like
No one else.
I
No
wasn't
one
gonna let
knew.
anyone else in.
I saw you, sir. You joined after. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Right after I
For real,
flashed
for
the
real.
big sign that said "No more."
Yep.
You
Yeah, we got
respect my no more sign.
somewhat set up over here today. We made a lot of progress
Some people like to complain. They're
compared
like, "Oh,
to
you guys are supposed to
where we
be
were
open
this
until
morning.
6." It's like, yeah,
Trick,
but it
trick,
doesn't mean to
trick.
come in
We
at
have a
6.
we have like a 80% furnished basement now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's huge.
It is big bonus. We're getting there. Awesome. Tight. Well, it's good to be back playing role playing games. Last episode, last time, you folks left the Delta on your first mission to Iridium Minor to drop off a drill bit. You have
A mining drill bit.
one giant drill bit for all those small drills you found. On the way, you ran into a chunk floating loosely of what we call Delta 8, a very high value mineral, floating through, used in like shipbuilding, floating through the space. And it seemed to react in some form or fashion to your presence and change its direction. You chased it for a little while before deciding to like plot its course and
Yeah,
dip
we did
and
the
take.
rope trick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then you dipped. That is important. You dipped Wally into the electromagnetic storm, and then Wally went blackout for a little bit.
Yep, the
Uh,
rope trick. We tricked him into doing that.
we tricked him into going into the storm with a rope.
It was
um,
this bright white light.
and then nothing. Uh, and you guys then landed on the sort of mining moon of Verinia Minor at a small little mining complex. There were a few buildings up top, one of which was pretty was made into rubble, and then a warehouse style building at the front of this little township. Excuse me. You followed you met Chutch and Isla out front, and Chutch led in most of the crew, not Kaarl, but Chutch led in the rest of the crew to deliver the drill bit down low. Very heavy object, just a singular big ass drill bit. And Chutch led you down. It was pretty. I don't know. I think things seemed out of place,
It was sus.
and sussy, yes, and Slippy targeted Chutch as does not belong here, and once that occurred, it was sort of not really a chain reaction of events, but a whole bunch of events just happening kind of at the same time. Uh, outside, Carl noticed Isla approaching the ship and signaling to another nearby ship that was, in hiding in the clouds. And that ship went and landed, and three folks, all of this crew is all Greylings. They have all entered into the big warehouse building and have made their way down, or are, we left off at, are currently making their way down the spiral staircase, sort of cut into the earth into this mine. And outside, Carl has reached for the door handle to follow them in and been fired upon from behind, by Isla, who has ducked back into the buildings. And that, folks, is where we find ourselves at the start of this mission. I think with there having been action taken, I'm going to start with Carl. Carl, you reached a tentacle up to open the side of this warehouse up to follow in these three Greylings, who are all armed to the teeth, and a bullet slapped into the side of this metal building, and you turned around and just saw Isla dipping back behind some rubble of that destroyed housing building. What do you do?
Does the warehouse have like security on this door that I can see? Or is it just a door I can open and go through should I not get shot?
It is just a door you can open and go through should you not get shot.
I feel like if this bitch is hiding behind cover, then I've got a couple seconds. I can speedily just run through this damn door. That's my first
That's a little
instinct.
risky, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Well-
if your instinct is to get inside the warehouse, you could do like a defy danger. We'll probably call that speed base, so dexterity maybe.
Seems like a safer option than trying to approach her on her own terrain right now where she has the advantage. And also,
Yeah.
you guys don't yet know that there's a bunch of armed people heading in, right? So
Yeah, as far as you're aware.
that could be helpful.
Sure.
I'm gonna make a run for the door by trying to dodge the bullet as fast as possible.
Yeah. Give me that defy danger dexterity.
And do. That is a 10 plus. What the hell is my dex? My dex is +2. That's a 12.
You do that. You make a dive roll, and you roll. You begin running forward as if you're gonna just run for this door, and you bait out a shot from her, and you do a little octopus roll where you just kind of drop onto your head and roll your legs over your head. Yeah. Dodging the bullet and making it to the door, you slam it open and duck in behind it as another bullet hits the metal outside, and you slam it shut behind you.
Is there a
Looking
lock on
around
this side?
room, there is a lock on this side. Yes.
Flip the deadbolt on.
Yeah. It's like it's like one of those big. You turn the thing and it sets two metal bars across the
Nice.
kind of door. You rotate that and lock it into place. You find yourself in a room. It's not really furnished. There's like lockers along the wall, and a big hole. Most of this warehouse is just this giant hole in the ground that they like. This is to house the hole basically, and there is a cut into the ground spiral going down into darkness. The other three of you are in this. It is so like almost like an employee break room, but it has been used to store, or at least for the moment, a lot of this mining equipment. And you three, Cookie has Chutch by sort of like from behind with a knife to his throat. And the others, let's see, Wally ended up on the ceiling with guns pointed at the door. That was pretty sweet. And Slippy was hiding on one side of the door, weapons prepared in case they came through the door.
Okay, I'm ready.
Like a stealth expert. So you three hear these footsteps come down this stone spiral, and you hear muffled voices exchanging, there's like you might be able to make out like a which way did he go? Where is he? Yeah.
He's in
What-
here.
Is that what you do? Do you say that?
No, please.
No, I don't do that.
No. Okay.
I
What
do like it as an egg.
You do. I do like it as an action. Yeah. Over here. Chutch is struggling, but I feel like Cookie has a hand over Chutch's mouth because otherwise Chutch would just be kind of yelling. So I guess you do have a knife to his throat. Maybe it's a trust exercise.
Maybe we just kill Chutch and take the thing for ourselves.
Okay, I've got.
Hold
a
on,
knife.
let me check my alignment really quick, guys. Hold on.
None of you are
I find
bad.
it-
Okay. I actually don't say anything, and I just want them to pass.
You got Cookie.
So my action is wait.
Both of my secret ingredients.
You're gonna do what with both your?
I'm going to force feed Chudge both of my secret ingredients.
Or you're
Ooh.
gonna like just like spit up some loose eggs and then like put the pheromones on them and
Mhm,
stuff
I'm
them
just-
back into his mouth.
Yep.
No hiding the secret ingredient.
Nope. Nope. We've been.
I want to say
betrayed.
that while he looks at them, like his eyes
America
kind of
was no
bulge out,
small-
like this looks
Oh, they
familiar.
zoom in a little bit. I like that. I like that. Let me look at my list of actions and see if there is any form of like Chutch fight here.
Does Chutch not like
I have a-
this?
I have a
Does
plus
Chutch like
one
it?
in
Hold up.
strength, so I feel
Does
like
this unlock something for
is
Chutch?
capable
Does this unlock something for Chutch?
of. Sort of.
I
No.
don't think that there's a role for you to make on this. I think you have Chutch in a hostage position, and you just sort of jam some eggs into his mouth and cover his mouth up.
Good.
Sorry about this, Chutch,
so-
but only a little bit.
Damn shot.
How long until I have children?
How long until you have children? I guess we do need to create
9 months.
There is a
mechanic
In
there is
numbers.
a dice roll I can do for this.
that I've already written in there.
Yeah, it says they germinate for D6 days.
Okay,
So we have to define that.
define that. You just sort of have a hostage until they hatch.
Well, no, I can let him go after that.
You could let him go. He doesn't need to know what's
I
happening.
just have to make
Just like
sure he
all of a
doesn't
sudden, the
go.
hive mind is like,
Does it matter
"We
if he
are
dies?
ready,
Like, all right, see you in
mama,
a week.
mama."
I think probably.
You think he's got to stay alive until they hatch?
Yeah, I don't
That's
think like you
horrible.
could just put them in like a carcass or something. You know what I mean?
Well, we haven't
No,
tried yet.
He's alive now.
He's alive now, but I
We'll
feel like
see-
the
let's see
difference
what the
between
days. Let's see what the days is.
see what the days is.
Ooh, 4.
4 days
4
of
days to
germination.
hatch. Okay.
This is not even something that Cookie knows, though. You know that they'll hatch sometime in the next
Mhm.
week, basically. You know, it won't ever be 7 days.
And then you know they'll hatch in the next D6 days.
A little chutchling.
Has been defined. 4 days.
All right. So Chutch has eaten some eggs, and you folks remain in hiding, guns on the door. The footsteps seem to split up, and one set of footsteps is approaching the door, and you hear a pounding on the door, a big bang, 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 and they say, "Chutch, Chutch, you in